So do you think Bitcoin will make a big bounce here? If it does, then this is a get in on the dip opportunity. Unless 112K, 113K was the top and we've just started a bear market. That's never been my base case. My most likely scenario is that we're doing a pullback and then we're going to a blow off top new all-time high. If that's the case, then which altcoins will perform well? Today we're going to look at a few of them that I've mentioned before, updates on some of the best performing altcoins out there, such as Sui, Cetus, SoulMail, and BUSDT. There's big news on BUSDT. Maybe we can get to some more as well. Let's get straight into this episode. Okay, so something alarming happening on Bitcoin here, as I have been warning about. See, this is the situation. What I said was on Bitcoin was that we can't go down very fast, so we can't get a crash down. This is an update first, and then we'll get to the altcoins. Because the funding rate was very green. What I think could happen is we could get a slow move down, right? A slow move down. Another 10% is possible. So that means we have to squeeze up first, right? And take out the shorts, because there are too many shorts right now. Take out the shorts. Remember this thing that was very green before? Now, look at it. It's mostly black now. Mostly black with still, I'd say about, say, 30% greens, but less than 50% greens now. And a few reds. So once this whole board goes mostly black with very few greens, that's what I predicted before. Then what we could see with this short squeeze, get some of the shorts out, then folks think, oh, we're back. That was the dip. Did you get in on the dip? 112, 113K, we're going to break and go all-time highs. And everyone goes long. That's when they can take it down and could be that if everything goes red on the crypto funding page, which I don't expect it to, if everything goes red, then yes, we could see a big 10% one-day flush in Bitcoin and something like a 25 to 30% drop in one day for altcoins. But however, if Bitcoin, I don't expect the funding rates to go all red. What I expect is for it to kind of go mostly black with just a few greens here and there and a few reds here and there. In that case, we would still be going down. I think it would be going down and going down in a slow fashion. So people could say 103K is the bottom. And the trick is I bought some when it was around 103. And I told folks in my Discord and in my messages on social media, I said, we don't know. I honestly say, I don't know. That's dollar cost averaging. I thought above 100K would be the bottom, but since so many people now agree with me, like in a survey, they said 42% of people think we're going to bottom above 100K. So then I'm worried I might be wrong, and there's a chance we dip to something like mid-90s. So I have more bullets in case we get a dip to mid-90s. Okay. So let's get to some of the altcoins. But before we do, first let's answer the question of which crypto exchange does Pablo He-Man use? Well, Pablo uses exchange that's non-KYC. That means you don't need to show any ID. That means even the exchange can't see you. So of course, Americans can use it, right? This is my link with Bitunix. Just by depositing, receive up to $200 trade and win up to $35,000, right? But this offer ends only right on June 4th. So very soon, limited time offer. Trade and win Tesla Model 3 or Rolex watch, Apple Vision Pro, Sony, iPhone, all these great, wonderful prizes. But if you're watching on YouTube right now, then the link is in the description below. The link is in the description below. But if you're watching on another platform, such as this one, then just go click on my profile page and there's my link tree. Click on the stand link and it should be the first thing that pops up because this is a great deal. All right, there it is, Bitunix. Let's get back to the markets. But remember, folks, only on the Pablo He-Man link. Okay, so what's the first coin we're going to look at? First coin we could look at is Sui. So that was highlighted because I was saying Sui actually, so it could be this season's Solana, right? It's doing something that I think could be huge, and that is it's basically getting all the gaming coins, all the games involved. It's becoming the gaming chain. Now, the obvious support here depends on if we think Bitcoin bottoms at 100K, above 100K, or bottoms in the mid 90s, then see, if it bottoms in the 100K area, then we could, have basically low threes, something like 306, 299 as the bottom, something like this, an upward bounce. If it bottoms lower, say 95, 97K area, and then probably a wick through here, like goes to 250 and then close around 270, 280, and then up we go. This major trend line needs to be not broken. It really needs to hold. So there's just in case if we get an extreme situation and a big drop on Bitcoin, there is another way to draw this. There's another way to draw this chart because I'm using this pivot bottom and this pivot bottom and the closing price here. If we use the extreme wicks down, then we get this. So then the support could be as low as something like 245, and we could even wick down to 216 and then go up. So one thing to watch out for on the SUI is that it is potentially forming a shoulder, head, shoulder pattern. If we get more of a bounce and we go to this line here, then that's a potential shoulder and head shoulder situation. And then we really needed to bounce from this $3 area and go like this and do a fake out, bear trap, and then go up. If it then breaks $3, then that's on the bounce, then breaks $3 and comes down, then that's a head and shoulders has been triggered. In that case, then I'll give you the price target. So 427 to, this is 311. So the vertical height here is $1.16. $1.16. If we take it down here, $1.16, then that's $1.95. And then the target would be $1.95. Yeah. If this shoulder, head, shoulder plays out, then basically, then we go down to $1.95 area. So here, that's the target. That's the target. That would bring us back to the April 7th lows, which is quite something. I mean, call me crazy, but that's just what markets can do to you. $1.95 lows, something like that. Yeah, because this shoulder from $3 to 427, 311 to 427 is $1.11 in height, and if we were to break the neckline, we go down another $1.17 height. Yeah, and if we were to go down here, then it's basically just below $2, something like this, That we don't want to see that happen, folks. That would be a massive drop and blow to the sentiment of SUI. If it does happen, then I hope it's like the scenario I said, wick down in extreme panic, wick down to like $1.95, $1.96, and then close above, say $2, at least $2.50, if not $2.70, and then up we go. Okay, so that's okay. What I like about SUI is basically this, that they have continued to work with all the games. That's what I hoped Solana or Binance would do. I mean, you would think a gaming ecosystem is the ultimate breakthrough Trojan horse for any blockchain system, because so many kids play games, they win rewards, they win prizes, when they hunt and they achieve objectives in games, and then they can then take those rewards and they swap it into another game, or then swap it even for monetary cash prizes, whatever. You can make that entire system work. It's all in the virtual world. Blockchain's made for this world, and I can't believe that up till now, the only one who really tried to integrate all that system is IMX, Immutable X. So basically, it's great to see that the fact that now this chain called SUI is trying to do it, and I think it's way overdue. So another coin that we're going to look at is Cetus. Now, the thing with Cetus is that it had that hack. Now, what's happening is 162 mil has been frozen on chain, and they had a good, successful community vote, and it's now coming back to Cetus. Another 60 mil is still lost, and they're trying to chase it down legally, white hat offers, whatever. Now, Cetus, but there is a Cetus reimbursement plan, and it's backed by a loan from the Hui Foundation itself. So what that means is basically the Hui Foundation is playing the backstop to all of this. The Hui Foundation is basically saying, okay, if anything happens to Cetus and people are not satisfied, we will make sure that everyone's paid in whole. Now, you could have guessed this already, because usually with any crypto ecosystem, the chain itself and its largest DEX are usually basically created by the same team. It's kind of like Sushi Swap, not Sushi Swap, but Uniswap's relationship to Ethereum Foundation, or Pancake Swap's relationship to Binance, BSC, right? Binance Smart Chain. It's basically kind of like the same team. It's kind of like their family. So, in other words, the people on Cetus are going to be paid back and made whole. So then we got to think about this drop in Cetus. I came in and started dollar cost averaging around this 17 situation. They couldn't recover all the coins, so then it had another drop to around this 12, right now around 14. And I think, well, this was because Bitcoin went from, this was when Bitcoin was at 111K. This is now when Bitcoin's at 103K. So everything else is pulled back anyway. You could say the pullback was due to news from Cetus, or you could say that the news is from Solana itself, from Bitcoin dropping itself. So if we look at the big range here, then basically the support is around this 11 cents. I think we get a tag of 11 cents. Look at how many tops are here at 11. So I think we get a tag of this 11 cents, maybe go to 10 something, and then bounce as Bitcoin dips. Let's have a look at the FIB retracement on this coin. First, we look at this big range, see if we can find any. Not really see any levels around here. That's because the high was around 49 cents. Now let's see if we can find any. Range on this dip here. Oops. Okay. Here's the FIB retrace, and we pull it down to the bottom here, and again, can't see any levels here. So then this 10 cents, let's call it 10 cents area, would be major support in my opinion. I mean, just look at how many times it has basically supported or been a resistance and support here. So 11 and 10 cents. It's because it's already, for all the other coins pulling back, this one's already pulled back from 25 cents to, if it goes to 10 cents, that's 60% pullback already. If Bitcoin does something extraordinary, like goes to 80s, then yeah, it can visit a double bottom like this 8.5 cents area. But from what I can see, around 10 cents, and then we bounce. That's probably another good place to pick up the major decentralized exchange, the main DEX on probably the most exciting coin of layer one coin of this bull run. Now, having said that, Solana, KTA could actually be the biggest explosive, layer one. So, and I've covered KTA in my last episode, and also I made an entire episode for KTA just 2 weeks before that, when it's around 20 cents. It's now above $1. Hope folks got in on KTA. It's backed by Eric Schmidt, who is the founder of the CEO of Google for something like 9 years or 12 years. So let's have a look at a few more. SoMail. SoMail, for example, is a coin that I spoke about, with that works with the Solana phone that is coming, because Solana is releasing its own phone, so everything on the Solana app will need its own app. So this is like Gmail, but on the Solana phone. They already have like 150,000 orders, could have something like 500,000 orders when they release by August. These are pre-orders. August the 4th it comes out. So I was calling it around the 0.007 area. And it went up 3x, hit this 21, 22 area, pulled back, and now around this, now still double from where I called it. So the thing is, for me, it's kind of a no-brainer. You basically have Solana season coming, and SoulMail and some of the other apps, like I think SoulChat had a big run as well. It just makes so much sense. As long as these apps, we need to make sure these apps are legit, right? I mean, I'm not sponsored currently by SoulMail. I mean, just go on their Twitter page and see if I'm not sponsored by SoulMail currently. So the way to investigate SoulChat or SoulMail, any Soul app, is basically just go on their app, their Twitter, and see what their latest development is, what the latest news is. Back then, this thing ran up to 8 cents, or 80 mil. Right now, it's at 1.4 mil. So yeah, that's like another 60x from here, just to reach the old high. And that was a year out. This was March 27, right, 2024. This was a year out before the whole Solana phone actually comes out. 1.5 years, because it comes out August this year. That was 17 months beforehand. This was the price action before, and this is where we are now, right? So yeah, I see a lot of potential in coins like SoulMail and maybe SoulChat, right? Do your own research, guys. None of this is financial advice. And also BUSD. BUSD are probably running out of time to do BUSD, but just know that I've spoke about BUSD before, and BUSD is now officially in a competition started by Donald Trump's own company, DeFi company called DeFi altcoins company, a blockchain company called World Liberty Finance, WLFI, him and his sons. And it says in that competition, they're judging all the USD1 coins, which is the stable coin from Trump's own company. Says the co-founders will be the judges of this competition, and the other judge is BUSDT. I can do a whole episode on it later. And just keep in mind, guys, a co-founder of World Liberty Fi, one of the judges, in theory, is Donald Trump, or at least one of his sons. And you have BUSDT also being one of the judges. There are only 4 judges. Like the other judge is PancakeSwap, which is the main DEX on Binance, right? One of the top 3 exchanges in the world right now. So thank you for tuning in, guys. I'll probably have to do more episodes on this. Catch you next time.